What's goody? What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Sneezy, aka your Loc'd Lotus host, period. Don't play with it. And welcome to Season 1, Episode 2 of the Loc'd Lotus Podcast. Today, I am here with my girl, Raven. Raven, go ahead and let them know what's up.
Hello, my name is Raven. Me and Sanaya are besties, and I'm here as a guest on the Loc'd Lotus. I'm excited.
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yes, all right. Okay. It's time to clock that T, really get into it. You know what I'm saying? And just actually cover some things that I always want to talk about, especially when it comes down to like boundaries, especially with friendships. But I know that we both are nervous, so I'm going to kind of break us in, ask a few questions so we can get the conversation going. First one is, what is your biggest goal in life right now?
So my biggest goal is completing nursing school.
Of course.
I'm about a year out.
Exactly that.
I want to finish school. Actually, within nursing school, I really just want to be financially stable. Yes. I hate to like say that I'm in nursing for the money, because that's not what it is.
No.
You don't go through all of that clinical and stuff like that for
it's gotta
free.
Be like a passion. Like something you actually want to do. I like that.
Actually finish school, be financially stable, really just figure out what it is I'm here to do.
Yeah.
In this lifetime. 21, figuring out what it is.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest goal so far, is to finish in nursing school. What about you? What's your biggest goals besides the Loc'd Lotus?
Besides the Loc'd Lotus. Okay. Of course, I want to go to paramedic school.
Right.
Of course, we got a few unfortunate situations going on right now. But that is the ultimate goal after all of this.
Okay.
Now, when you speak a little further in life, because I am a pharmacy technician,
right?
A criminology student, so many different things.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay.
But so many different things, medical assistant, all of that. That is something that I would want to keep going to school and becoming a higher ed, because I always like to be a leader. I always like to be number one. So I always want to be the biggest, and so that's more like career wise. When it comes down to personal like life, like it's like I just want to be financially stable, happy, like actually a healed person, like actually like nothing. I don't want nothing to bother me. I don't want nothing
like at all.
Like I want to be like, when something is spoke about that I know I can't stand, I want to be like, I don't like just push it off. But like instead it'll bother me sometimes. So that's one of my biggest goals, and That's pretty much it. Yeah. Just being stable. Like life
just
is already
stable,
hard.
period.
And just obviously being the biggest, best sister I can be.
Right.
And also to my friends, my loved ones, and better myself for them, and also better myself for my passion with my podcast, because it's working with people. And also, y'all, excuse these two nails. Like I tried to take it off before the session, they wouldn't come off, so we're gonna ignore that. Okay. Second question: what about you is the hardest for people to understand?
Ooh, this is such a good question. I think I can better answer what's hard for me to understand about myself.
Yeah.
Because when it comes down to it, I don't care about what other people think. That sounds bad, but you have to worry about yourself first before you can. I really have a bad time like communicating when something is wrong. Yeah. Like I have that bad. Especially, I'm telling on myself, because I tell everybody like communication is key. Yeah. It's so much easier said than done.
Yes,
like
it is.
Obviously I could tell my friends, communicate when something's wrong or something like that. I have a bad time doing that. If something's bothering me, I just want to bottle it up and then I'll figure it out later. But you can't do that when it comes to like friends, relationship, people that you love. Like you cannot shut them out and expect them to know what's wrong with you.
Yes, I get
That's something, and maybe I'm very like, I'm all over the place. Like, but I like it. I like being all over the place, like mentally, emotionally. Yeah. It's a whirlwind. Yeah. That's probably something. I'm trying to think what else. This is such a good question to answer.
I know. I'm over here looking at the question trying to think about
I'm really
sitting
to think, what can I like, I'm just very emotional. Like, and I think emotional is more than just like being sad and stuff. I'm angry. Like, I mean... I can be angry a lot. Like, I can be angry a lot, but like I was telling you, like sadness manifests to anger for me.
Yes, it does.
So if I'm sad, I'm angry. If I'm angry, I'm sad. So that's like something I would say. Like my emotions,
like a personal growth, something that you actually work on, something that
I'm figuring it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little bit of patience and time. That's what I really need.
Yeah.
Patience for like Really anything. I'm stressed.
Mm-hmm.
I just need patience.
Yeah.
That's what I wish people would understand. I just need patience. Be with me. Well, you need to answer the question too. What do you want me to?
I am, bro. I'm trying to think.
Thinking. We gotta know.
What about you is the hardest for people to understand? I feel like me as a person.
Yeah. It's just complex.
I feel like me being, how can I I don't know, help me word this.
You're just not something that you can just put in a box.
Yes,
you're not the same as everybody else. So you can apply what you know from this person to you.
Yes. I'm very different. I don't dim my light for nobody. If I can't be myself, I'm not gonna be around you.
Right.
So it's I don't know, people just don't, they mistaken everything now. I would just say the difference in the way that people define, let's speak on friendships because that's where we're finna get and go. People in friendships, I don't know. I want to word this in the right way. I don't want to say the wrong thing. The way that they define friendships now is totally different from how I was raised.
Yeah.
When it come down to friendships and caring about another, you know, one go out, everybody come back together,
right.
That type of thing. So I don't know, but I just feel like me as a person is hard for people to understand. And I don't care to explain myself. So if you don't sit down and try to learn me, I'm not finna sit here and be like, oh my God, this and the third, da-da-da.
Yeah.
No, thank you. That's not me.
Yeah. No,
that's not me.
That's absolutely true.
Alrighty, how about if you had a billboard, what message would you share?
I was dreading this question because I still don't know. You was telling me about it earlier. I don't know. Ooh, girl, let's see. If I had a billboard... It'll be something literally cliche as to keep trying, because that's all I can think off the top of my head. Just keep trying, because
when things get hard, you just need to look at something and be
or you have to have my nursing instructors taught me this, but you have to have a why.
Yeah,
a why as to why you got into nursing school, a why as to why you're in it, what's keeping you going and motivated. Just always have a why. Why are you doing this? That's just the only way I can think of what I would put on a billboard. Know your why, or just put why, because that's kind of
that's just actually
that would eat low key. That would eat. Please, that's so funny. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to, but I thought you were just doing that. It would have been awkward if I did that. You didn't do it back. Sorry, I left you hanging.
Right.
Just I think that'll just why are you doing stuff? I'm a very curious person, so I always want to know why. So I guess just asking yourself, why are you doing this? And
I like that.
I think that makes sense.
Okay, so me, I would put something of the same sort.
Yeah,
I'm big on telling people to keep going.
Yeah,
because yes, it's easier said than done, but it's you would look at it when someone tell you to keep going, you can't believe it in the middle of when you're going through something because you're going through that storm.
Yeah.
But when you make it out of it, that keep going is what was keeping you going and helping you get to where you are. Now you're the next person telling the next person to keep going. So it hits a little different. So I feel keep going is just something when you really think about it, and life is hitting so hard for no matter what's happening to somebody, they see something and they just be like, okay.
Yeah,
that was
keep
my
going.
sign.
Yeah.
So I really like that one. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay.
Great minds think alike.
There we go. I like that. What was your biggest failure, and what did you learn from that experience?
Ooh. Okay.
And if you don't want to use the term of it was considered as a failure, you can
obstacle, whatever. Yeah. I'll take failure because I think from failures you grow. It's a learning lesson. Everything is a learning lesson. So I say that I'm in nursing school, but I'm not in the physical program.
Yeah.
And I consider this a failure because my classmates got to continue on without me, and I got left behind. So I'm not in the physical program. I'm still in nursing school, but I'm not in the program. I withdrew from the program, actually, because I was going through some really bad mental health issues, had some family problems going on at the time, and I just felt like I couldn't keep up with nursing school. I felt like I was just... school was doing me, and I was not doing school.
Right. And
I was drinking a lot at the time, and I just told myself, I cannot take care of patients with this mindset. I can't do it. I would be potentially put somebody's life at risk if I were to like keep going the way I was, like depressed.
At least you knew that.
Yeah, depressed, angry, mad, sad, all of it, like I was saying. And with my family issues. So I withdrew from the program, and I just felt like I regretted it immediately. Like, I'll see my classmates post about like continuing on their program, like the white coat ceremony is coming up soon, like when you get your white coat or whatever. Yeah. And I was upset that I decided to withdraw. But I knew that I was not, again, in the mindset to take care of any patients, like at all. I was barely showing up to school, like, I was going through it. And I consider that a failure literally just because of these high standards that I set for myself. Yes. Like, unrealistic. I would put unrealistic because nursing school is hard.
So you was being delusional.
I was being very delusional. Like, very delusional. And I was telling myself, oh, well, like, if you quit, like, you're a sissy, you. But I had to realize, like, girl, you cannot continue on that way. Like, these are people's, like, this is not like a little serving job.
No, this ain't Roblox.
Literally. Not Roblox. This is not Sims. But this is not, like, something that you can just, like, you have to be in the right mindset to take care of patients. Or, like, you could potentially kill somebody.
Yes,
like, you have to be, like, it's just not something. But I was considering that a failure because I decided to give up, I guess. But there's no such thing as giving up or, like, failing. I just think your time is just delayed. Like, delayed, not denied.
Thank you. Hello.
Period.
Wake that up.
Yeah.
What was your biggest failure and what did you learn from the experience? Let's go back to graduation for me.
Okay. Graduating high school.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's go back to that. So when I graduated, right? When I walked that stage, first of all, I was skating on thin ice. Like, I did not know if I was going to graduate or not. And I say that because before, like, graduation, I went through everything that I went through, which the story will continue to unfold. But when I went through that, it kind of messed me up mentally. And I never forget the day that I had to go to jail. It was a Friday. And I had a test due that day. And, I was in half of my courses was medical courses, half my classes were AP. So if you didn't take them tests when them teachers said and they locked it up,
you're done.
You're just done.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. And so in the end, they did allow me to take a few of my tests over, but it wasn't going to be for as many points. It's just to say that I took the test. So push forward, goes to graduation. When I graduated, I was not able to get my diploma that same day. Like, they had to give me, they didn't like separate me from everybody because of that. They still allowed me to walk across the stage. I did my thing. They gave me a empty.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
You're okay. No, that's a contagious. But they gave me a diploma that it was empty. And they were just going to send my actual one in the mail. Yeah. And so that happened. And one thing about that moment, it felt like a failure for me because it's like, I worked so hard and I allowed a situation to really detour me and set me off track. I don't like that. And so, me personally, I look at that as a failure moment, and I learned that no matter what go on, this is my life, and I do what I say I want to be done. Right. So I want to be that paramedic. I want to graduate. I know I want to continue to do all these career paths. I'm going to do that, and ain't nobody. I'll remove them before they detour me from my destiny. So that's one thing that I will say that taught me. Period. Actually, I haven't spoke out there. That's so crazy.
Well, all right. It's the allergies. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, my eye drops, bro.
Okay, well, while we're speaking on that, let's speak a little about the situation at hand. I got one last question for that, which is empowering your personal space, defining boundaries.
Right.
How do you apply boundaries that you set for yourself without feeling guilty?
I ain't really mastered that yet.
Yeah.
Like, that's something I'm still working on. Boundaries is such a, like an emotional topic because at the end of the day, like, it's for you to be better. Like, you really cannot understand, like, you really cannot explain your boundaries to other people, especially like with their friendships. They either get it or they don't. When it comes to friendships, my biggest boundary is like, what's something I'm not going for in a friendship? Oh my God. It's a lot. It's a lot, but I'm trying to pinpoint. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to pinpoint like the biggest one. Like, really, it goes back to communication because, like, I don't want you to have to feel like you have to lie to me ever. like when it comes to a friendship, like I feel like if we're comfortable enough, we're friends, we tell each other I love you, we text each other all day, we share locations, stuff like that, we're close friends. I feel like you should not have to lie to me ever.
Yes,
like
that's
I want you to be so comfortable to me to where you tell me whatever. Like you don't have to tell me everything if you don't feel comfortable, but you're not gonna lie to me.
Yes,
like you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna find out.
Oh, one way or another.
I'll find out in my dreams. I'll just like kinda, but do not lie to me. Don't ever feel like you have to like backstab me. Feel like you don't want to be my friend anymore. You can tell me. I don't give a damn. Sorry. For real, like it's all about communication. Like if we having a disagreement, I want you to be able to tell me. I want us to be able to get over it because I have a few set of people that I'll call my friends. I don't play that calling everybody friends.
No.
So if you're my friend, I want you to feel comfortable telling me.
And if I don't got my friends by now, it ain't no point in making no more.
Hello.
I just don't. I mean, obviously make more friends, but it's like I'm not everywhere I go, I just gotta have a friend. Like, I don't know.
Like the best friends.
Making friends I only say that because making friends nowadays is so hard. Because people don't understand.
Weird.
Yes, people be weird and don't nobody understand what friendship really is.
Yeah.
And if I'm not gonna play about my friends, I don't want them playing with me. Because if I'm gonna pray for you, I ain't gonna play about you. So like come on now. Like give me that respect. But I will say, applying boundaries, of course, lying, like you said.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's rehearse.
Being weird, like I know we just spoke on that, but like, no, I don't.
Being intentionally weird.
Intentionally weird, but it's like it's another one that I'm looking for. I cannot think of it, but like, of course, like a boundary, loyalty. Like be loyal to your friends. Like don't do no stuff that you wouldn't want me doing as a friend. I don't like when people turn against you and then hang around everybody that they were about literally.
That's the weirdest thing. Yes, oh my God, like, you would get cut off and I would never speak to you a day of your life. When you go to your funeral, because you're weird.
Like that is weird. So I don't want I want a friend where I know that I can depend on you how you depend on me. Because I've always been that person that people come to, but it's like when as soon as I needed somebody, it was there. Like nobody was there. Like, of course, you had your actual close ones, kind of one finger, grateful for y'all, I love y'all. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's the main ones that needed you was never the main ones there for you when you needed somebody. So it's just like I don't know. Like, don't just be loyal. Be true to yourself. Like, don't.
I know you. I also like the being truthful, like to yourself. Yeah. Hate people that act like weird or like act a certain way around certain different people. Yes, you get a different person every time you hang out with them. We not in middle school. You're cut.
Thank you.
We don't play that. We don't play that.
No. Okay. Well, is there anything you want to add in there? Because that's pretty much all I had, to be honest.
Well, like I just want to. I know we're talking about relationships in a different episode, but also like when it comes to like, this also plays into friendships. When it comes to my friends having like a boyfriend, girl, please, not even on like no jealousy or hating type of stuff, but you have to be able to like, I hate a friend that's like with her man 24/7, but you cannot get her to come out with you ever. Or if you do that,
or y'all go out all the time, ahead of time, and then as soon as she get in a relationship, she just all of a sudden forget all about you. Then y'all friendship start getting rocky, and then next thing you know, y'all ain't friends.
Like, why am I on the back burner?
When I was there for you.
Hello.
The whole time.
That, like, friends that'll put a man over your relationship or your friendship. Cut. Yeah. Like, we too
like, of old. Course, it depends on, like, the situation. If a friend actually being weird, like, you know, some came down to something where you actually in a relationship and you had to fall out with your long-term friend, that's understandable. But it's like, just intentionally, like we spoke on, and just knowing that they're in a relationship and just want to be weird, like, I don't know. Yeah. Just miss me with all that. Miss me with all that. I'll stay in the house because I don't got time.
Put up.
Like in the house.
Plus, it's too hot outside.
It's too hot. I don't even play that.
And that poly.
It's like, don't even get me started on that.
Because why is the poly everywhere? That's not the topic of this. But why is the pollen everywhere?
It is bad.
Like, my eyes over here itching.
Anywho, why you
eyes watering and they think I'm crying on the podcast. them in the comments. She's so disrespectful. She's such a disrespectful guest. Don't bring her on there no more. I'm just playing.
That wraps up season 1, episode 2 of the Loc'd Lotus podcast. Raven, it was so great having you on. This was such a pleasure.
Such a pleasure.
Like, I thought we were going to be nervous. We actually rocked that. We did.
No, we ate it up.
Period.
Spit it out and ate it up again.
Thank you.
Period.
That's on that. Well, I will see y'all later. Make sure y'all stay tuned for those pictures. Thank you.
Period. Bye.